Welcome to another episode of Rate or Roast My Rig. I am coming to you from a random hotel just outside of Dallas, Texas. I'm currently on tour, and I thought I would take my off day to shoot another Rate or Roast My Rig. So without further ado, let's get to rating and or roasting. I can't even too much. I'm gonna black out. I think I just blacked out. This stresses me out. I'm having several panic attacks. My panic attack is having a panic attack. And there's the Han Solo movie, right? That made it even worse. That movie was garbage. I can't even focus on the guitar. It's like all my worst childhood memories wrapped up in a single picture. I'm gonna go ahead and give this 1 out of 5 beards. Well, you have yourself a dragged under hat on top of a Boss katana. I like that combination. You also have a Chapman guitars, and you have a Horizon Devices precision drive, and a wah of some sort, or a Dunlop volume pedal. Clean. Cable work needs work, but overall, pretty solid rig, straightforward and simple. I like simple. I'm gonna give it straight up the middle, 3 out of 5 beards. Whew! Look at that. This is a gorgeous setup. 5150 combo, which are just killer. You have the Sovtech 212 and MiG 50 head. I believe that's a MiG 50. A couple of Gibson guitars. You have a Fender Tele. I love the Firebird. My eye is drawn to the Les Paul Custom. Your pedal board is awesome. It's crowded, but in just a really nice, tasteful way. I dig it. And you have a whammy pedal. I love whammy pedals. I'm gonna go ahead and give this rig 4 out of 5 beards. Oh, man. Why? Again, too much. There's too much going on. It's the cable in the center, although I like your vacuum cleaner hustle. You have a Dyson. That's pretty good. I like the Dyson stuff. Clearly you're set up for home recording. You have your amp mic, you have a couple of guitars, you have some cables in the center. Oh boy. And your rig overall is very, very good. It's very cluttered and it's very, that's not for me. And since this is my show, I can deduct for that. But your rig is good. I'm gonna play it safe. 3 out of 5 beards. Okay. I'm a huge fan of the Tremonti stuff. The MT15 Paul Reed Smith amp is a killer amp. The PRS Tremonti, I believe that's a Tremonti, single cut, phenomenal guitar. Your pedal board is tidy. It's well put together. I love that you have an old school Sound City cabinet on the left. And I also love that you have a Marshall 1960 cab and you're drinking iced tea, which I enjoy as well. Overall, I'm gonna give your rig 4 out of 5 beards because it's awesome. Now I'm going to not focus on the messy cables and just the overall closeness of everything. That Charvel, I believe, is the Gojira Joe signature model, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but that's what that reminds me of, and I love Gojira. I love the Seymour Duncan 805 overdrive. You are running everything into an orange amp, judging by the foot controller. Simple and effective. I like this setup a lot. However, your cable management needs a lot of work. It stresses me out, but I will still give you 3.5 out of 5 beards. Okay, this is a classic example of just working with what you got, right? You don't have a pedal board, but the pedals are nicely arranged, they're tidy, and they are where they should be. You're not using all of your pedals, so you put your extras in front of your little combo amp on top of the little end table. That's okay too. Your guitar doesn't need a stand because it's an Ibanez Flying V, and oddly the picture in the top left, the series of 3 pictures, which are paintings, make it look like you're staring out of a window with this picture, and you're a hockey fan. There's really nothing wrong with this setup. I mean, it's a nice home setup. It looks like fun, and it looks like you use it to blow off some steam. I dig it. I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5 beards. And last but not least, rig number 8, we're ending on a bass note. Now, the Mark bass stuff is some of my favorite bass stuff in the bass world. Light, portable, loud. I love that combination. You have the Morley Fuzz Wah, Big Muff, you have a Turbo Tube Screamer, a Warwick Thumb Bass, I believe, or is that a Corvette? I'm not really sure which model that is, but it's a Warwick. I love those basses. This is a very, very clean setup. I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 beards. And that does it for this episode of Rate or Roast My Rig. If you would like your own rig rated and or roasted, feel free to shoot an email on over to rateorroast@gmail.com, and maybe we'll catch you on a future episode. Fluff out. Video's over. I hope it was good. I mean, if it wasn't good, I apologize. But if it was good, you're welcome.